Okay, welcome to my email inbox where I have a few little shortcuts that I like to use that I wanted to share with all of you. The first one is, let's say, for instance, someone sends you an email and you need to act on it. Maybe you need to make an appointment in your calendar based off this email. One thing that you can do is just highlight the email and then you can click up at this top, and this is on the home screen. There's this little section says appointment with attachment. So what that will do is it'll automatically start to make a calendar appointment for you, and it will have the body of the message as an attachment and try to fill out the subject line for you. This is really convenient if you use your calendar to keep track of your daily activities. I find that I use this quite frequently. And then, of course, I would just hit save and close, and it will end up being an event in my calendar for whichever day that I choose. I'm just going to get rid of that because I'm not really going to make an appointment right there. The other thing that you can do is you could say appointment with message. And if I click that, it actually takes the entire email message. Instead of making it an attachment, it actually puts it into the notes section of that particular message. And again, I'm going to put my date and time. And so this is really just like I showed you before, but it takes the full content of the message and puts it in the notes pages for you. I kind of like that feature. I think that's pretty convenient. The other thing is that right now, you'll notice in my inbox, I don't know if you really notice it, but there's several messages here that all have the same subject line. So these are all replies to different messages. So I'm like in this group message right now, which drives me a little bit crazy because when I'm at work, I think of my inbox as kind of like my to-do list. So I don't like to have a lot of clutter and messages in here if I can help it. What I like to do is view my inbox as conversations. So instead of each individual message showing up individually, if I go to view, I always like to click this button right here that says show as conversations. And I'm going to say do this with all my mailboxes, but you could just do it with this folder if you want. That would mean just the inbox folder right now. I guess we'll just do it for this folder now. So now, like if I have a bunch of messages that are all part of the same subject, maybe they're all replies or forwards from an original message, it groups them together. So now all those messages that were about the November book are now here. And I can tell this is a grouped conversation because of the little arrow to the left of the message. So if I click on that arrow, it expands it and it shows me all of the messages that were sent related to that. So it kind of keeps conversations together. And for me, this is a much easier way to manage my inbox because when I delete this, I delete the entire conversation and all the messages within. But I don't have to keep searching through my inbox box to see, oh, did so-and-so reply to that? Or did this person reply to that? Because all of the replies are all grouped together into kind of one little message sequence.